Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host Brooke
What's up, y'all?
and Megan.
What's up?
If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench. And I already said like, so just double like it. I mean, hit the like button again. Anyways, you guys are here for our preseason award predictions. We do it every year. We do a preseason, midseason, and then our final award predictions at the end of the season. We'll be covering the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Player of the Year, Most Improved Coach of the Year, and our champion. We get the most slack for this video, so let's start it. All right, obviously I'm gonna save champion and MVP for the end because that's what everyone wants to hear because I think there's a lot of candidates we can all go with and I think we're all gonna be different. So we'll start off with Rookie of the Year because I want to say it's kind of easy, but I also don't want to be like that. But I'm looking at the doc, and I mean, do we have any objection to Paige Becker's winning Rookie of the Year?
No, I think maybe Sonia Citron would give her a good run, but
Yes.
and see how the French player does as well. I think those are the three probably in most of the conversations.
Yes, I would have to agree with you. I think Dominique Malunga, Sonia Citron are going to give her a good run for her money. I wouldn't be surprised if in mid-season we're talking about both of them in this category. But I think the favorite right now is Paige Beckers in a good system. But you could argue Sonia Citron is in a really good system to win Rookie of the Year as well. No objection, Meg?
No, I was just going to say, like your last statement, I think Paige is in the best system. I think she's going to get a lot of minutes. She's going to have that green light more than the others. I think Citron's next. That would be next in line. She's going to, it looks like she's going to get good minutes.
Yeah.
The only thing with her is I don't think she'll have as big of a green light as Paige will, just because there's Sykes. There's a lot of good forwards on that team with, they're coming back with veteran status, so they might get more of, get the ball to one of them. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. But yeah, I think we're all leaning Paige.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go with that one first. I feel like we wouldn't have too much of an argument on that one. So let's go now to Sixth Player of the Year. We always deem this one the hardest one for the preseason award.
I hate this one. This one pisses me off.
Because you don't know who their starting five is going to be, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, after preseason, you can kind of make an educated guess. It always changes, especially throughout the season. But we throw it in there just to say we covered all of the awards that'll be given out. Because you guys hate it, I'll start this one. I really like Shatori Walker-Kimbrough for Atlanta. I feel like she did really well in Washington, and I think she can contribute nicely in Atlanta. I know Jordan Canada's now hurt, which will probably take her out of the Sixth Player of the Year category for now. But I think when Jordan Canada comes back, she'll go back to that. I kind of want to runner up Carly Samuelson in this one for Minnesota, but I think Shatori for right now in the preseason, I think she's going to be Sixth Player of the Year. Who do you guys got?
Well, I got Sophie Cunningham because I think the Fever team is so stacked right now.
Yeah.
That having Sophie off the bench is crazy, in my opinion. And I think that when she comes in, I mean, Sophie Cunningham, in my opinion, she is a starting guard. I mean, despite what people might think, she did do good things for Phoenix. She can shoot the ball and she can get hot. So I just think that for the way their team is, a lot of attention is going to be on other players. And then she's going to be able to come in, hide in the corner, get kicked out and shoot threes and be a real impact off the bench. Okay. And I also did a runner up because I know this column is hard. And I put Phoebage, but the only reason
she's going to be a starter.
But yeah, exactly. So that was the only thing is that she's probably going to be a starter because of injuries and things going on over there in New York. So,
yeah.
Who is the starting guards for Indiana?
Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and then they were going
Bonner.
Bonner, yeah.
Natasha Howard.
I would put Cunningham above Mitchell as well.
Oh,
but
heck
I think
no.
What?
Really? I don't know. Like you said,
right,
she did.
I wouldn't go over Kelsey. I can see them, game to game, maybe over Bonner, just off some rest the vet. But yeah, no.
I don't know. This is my least favorite category. I don't like it. I don't want to guess. I don't have any guesses because it's too early. So I'm sure all of the above that you guys have mentioned will be in the running.
Options. Okay.
I'm pretty sure last year I didn't guess either because I refused.
It's a theme.
Yeah.
It's a theme at this point. It is the hardest one to guess. I will give you that. Okay, let's go over to most improved player of the year. Meg, I actually kind of like yours, so I'll let you start. This was actually a good one.
Compliment. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, 2 in a row.
I know.
The tides are changing.
Don't worry, though. I always ruin it by the end of the video. She'll hate me walking away from this. So I have chosen Gabby Williams.
I like it.
Couple reasons. One, I don't know if you guys all saw, but she said that she's fully committing to the W this year, and she is not playing any European basketball.
We love it.
So with that being said, I love full-time Gabby.
A full season of Gabby Williams? Wow.
Yes. Yeah. And on a team where they're dealing with injuries, and she's like going to be maybe the third or fourth, needing to be like that leading scorer, like going in and actually contributing. Yes. Give me Gabby Williams here, please. She's going to have a better season than she did last year.
That's a good one. I really like that one. I'll endorse it maybe in the midseason, but I also like my player, which is Chelsea Gray. Because let me read you her stat line last season. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists.
Wasn't she hurt?
Exactly. So you could be the most improved player this season. I think she had a great unrivaled season. I've been ranting about her raving about her all off season. I think she's improved tremendously, and I feel like she's playing with a chip on her shoulder because everyone kept saying well, Caitlin Clark's better than her with all her assists, blah, 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 blah. And it's no, she's called the point guard for a reason. Newer fans don't understand where that reference comes from, but it's not taken lightly, and I feel like she's gonna get back to that spot. So yeah, it's a prove it. She doesn't have anything to prove, but I think for herself, it's no, I am her. So I think she's gonna have a really good season this season.
Solid choice.
Thank you. That was fake.
I kind of feel that about Kayla McBride.
Oh, okay.
Had a good unrivaled season. She is a little injured right now. I'm sure she'll return for the home opener or season opener. But I think she also has that bad taste in her mouth from losing the finals, and she did great in the finals. Honestly, really, really good. So I think that she's going to kind of come and this be one of her breakout years.
There's a lot of Kayla McBride fans. Yes,
I'm a huge Kayla McBride fan now.
Me too.
After watching her in Unrivaled in the finals, big fan.
Yeah,
me too. I would say runner up if we have some time.
Sure, Meg. Put her in there. Megan wants to have as many guesses as she can to cover everything. So she's right.
So she's not wrong.
Yes. Okay. Go, Meg.
Listen, they know this by now. You guys don't have to do those disclaimers anymore.
We do. We have new subscribers.
Oh, for the newbies. Okay, guys. Get used to it. All right. Well, Angel Reese. Because
I was going to say that too.
I can go off and you sparked it with your Chelsea Gray chip on the shoulder.
Okay.
Because she was in the running for Rookie of the Year for a while there. She was hanging in there with Caitlin Clark before she had some injuries and stuff going on that kind of really took her out of the equation altogether. But and just in the one preseason game that I fully watched of her, I see that growth. I saw the growth in Unrivaled. She's going to be looking to get buckets this year. And I think them bringing in Vandersloot and the way Vandersloot, it was all eyes on Angel. Good. She was feeding her. I just think that's going to make her go. I mean, she's not going to have any issues rebounding. She was one of the leading rebounders last year. I don't think that's going to change. I think her scoring, she's going to be more efficient. And then if she can just turn that defense on, I think she could get most improved as well. So
I was thinking her too.
Those are good picks, guys. I like those. You guys convinced me. Thank you. Those are good. Those are good ones. Okay, over to Coach of the Year. Oh, Oh, we're on the same page. Wow.
Yeah, all three of us
are. We all three on the
Yeah.
same page? We all have Stephanie White.
I think she's already done
the
it.
favorite.
Yeah.
I think she's the favorite though. Like
just the way they built their team this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Her vibe is just great. And like I feel like there was this post, it was hecka funny. Caitlin Clark posted a picture of like Stephanie White. I don't know, she was like posing. It looked cool, right? And someone said she never did this for what's her name? I don't even know the old Indiana Fever's coach's name. I never liked her. But she was like, Caitlin Clark never did this for her. So like I think the whole vibe is the environment is
these
different.
People on social media.
They know everything. They remember everything.
They clock it.
Oh my God, it's crazy. But Stephanie White, I think she turned the environment around. The free agents they brought in, Caitlin Clark year 2. I think the path is written for her. Like I think this award is hers unless she fumbles the bag. But I really think she's probably going to win Coach of the Year. Would you guys all agree?
I mean, look what she did with Connecticut.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone, like, I expect the Fever's defense to be on a whole nother level because I feel like she was able to help turn Connecticut even up. I mean, they were already a good defensive team.
I was going to say,
but I just felt they always played with even more energy when Stephanie White took over. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for the Fever. Mm-hmm. I think they just were getting over the hump last year, and this is going to set them like where I think they're already talking about their contenders for the championship.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, they're like
that's
top 5 or something like that.
Come on, just 2 years ago, they're at bottom of the pack.
Well, man, they brought in freaking Dewana and Natasha Howard, and they brought in all these people.
2 years ago, I kept saying I'm a Fever fan, y'all, and they're on the up and up. I kept saying it, and neither of you believed me.
Well, no one thought that they were gonna.
We just
I said they were building something good over there.
Well, all of a sudden they fired the coach, which you've been saying. Fire the coach.
Yeah.
God, it took long enough. And then they got a good coach, and they brought in all these free agents. Like, finally, you guys did something because y'all were going slow for a second. But okay, Stephanie White is our coach of the year. Defensive player of the year, I know we're all going to differ. For me, it's Asia Wilson until anyone knocks her off. I mean, I guess Nafisa won last season, but I swear it's because if they felt bad because Nafisa also had an MVP. Yes, I don't like that. Asia Wilson should have been the defensive player of the year. We know how great she is. I'll stand 10 toes on that. Defensive player of the year, Asia Wilson. Megan, I see your answer and it's wrong, but okay, I'm waiting for you to explain.
That's why I laughed. It's just a typical Meg answer.
Megan says this every year, and it hasn't happened in the last, what?
For most of these awards, actually, so I'm impressed it's only one.
She's gotten snubbed. Oh, my God. Megan, we're waiting for your reveal.
Listen, this is probably the last year I'll be able to do this. So
yeah, it is.
Let me live in this, okay? I'm going to have to put Alyssa Thomas. I have to let you guys know there's still some dog left in her, and she's going to show you this year. She's going to lay it all out. She's going to empty the tank this year. You just watch.
She has to empty the tank every year, that poor girl. She leads the team, assists, rebounds, points every season, honestly.
I mean, she is out of Connecticut, so maybe.
Yeah,
like, I could maybe get on that train.
I don't know how many more seasons she can do it, guys.
But it's Phoenix. Like, how much better of an environment, you know? Like, let's be honest.
She's going to have to do it all again.
She's now on a team that also doesn't have a bench. She was already playing the whole game. Now she has no choice but to play the whole game.
I think if she makes it to the end of the year, it might be a good case.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't think it's happening. Sorry, Meg.
However, I'm kind of on Phoebe's train, so
yeah, that's the
Asia Wilson in her prime.
Man, you can't go against Asia Wilson. That's crazy.
I'm not going against her.
Kind of.
Like I said, when you get one award, you usually don't get the other.
Oh, okay. So you split your award.
I did. I split my award.
I split mine as well. You can go first, Megan.
Asia Wilson, MVP. She's gonna have another
four time MVP.
Yeah, she's gonna have another phenomenal year. I mean,
she's never gonna die
Wilson.
Down. Okay,
she's in her prime.
We all know that. Yeah, but this is a preseason award. Like, you want to venture out a little bit.
Nope.
No. Okay, Brooke.
Got to get one right.
I don't know. I mean, I just am the biggest Asia Wilson fan, so love to see her go back to back with everything.
I know you guys. This is why I went different, because I knew you guys were going to say Asia Wilson. All of us love Asia Wilson. We always predict her to be MVP. But I've been banging the table for Nafisa Collier for like 2 years now. Last year, she had the best case for it. And I know she lost because Asia Wilson's had a phenomenal season. Like, no one's ever had that, right? But I think Nafisa Collier, the chip on her shoulder. This is a theme of my awards. Who has a chip on their shoulder that was doubted? The 4th place vote like Asia Wilson had last season. I'm getting the same vibe from Nafisa. I think she's in great shape. She did all of Unrivaled. I know she lost the final, which was crazy, but I really think this could be her year. I know everyone that's a Caitlin Clark fan is gonna be like, yeah, it should be Caitlin Clark, blah, 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 blah. Bro, one day it will be Caitlin Clark, but not this season. And why are you shaking your head like this is a horrible pick? She literally was runner-up. She was literally runner-up in MVP votes last season.
It's going to be
it's not outlandish.
As well.
It's not outlandish. You're shaking your head like it's outlandish. You're just a hater.
Honestly, I'm not. It's going to be the same people in the running, like Alyssa Thomas, Nafisa, Asia. I'm sure Breanna Stewart's going to be in the conversation. Like,
it is.
You really can't go wrong with any of them at this point because they're all just going to keep sharing these awards until they retire or in 5 years when a whole new rookie class comes and takes it over.
Yeah. The thing with Caitlin Clark, though, is that I feel like the Asia Nafisa, the reason that they, are always going to be in the talk right now is because their team is also winning. And this is going to be the first year where Caitlin Clark really can be in the conversation because their everyone's predicting that their team is going to do super well.
At least top 5, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she is going to be in the conversation as long as she has a great scoring year like she did last year. Mm-hmm. But I just don't think when you think of MVP, you think of overall game. And Asia and Nafisa just do more.
Overall.
Yeah.
They're overall on both ends of the floor in all aspects of the game.
Yeah.
So I agree with you.
But no one can compete with Asia when Asia's competing with herself and trying to be herself every year and doing it. And I'm like, what the heck? Like,
I'm just saying, okay, let's be like, not realistic. Obviously, like media, they always say voter fatigue. Like they're gonna get this voter fatigue. That happens in the NBA. It happens across all sports, which I could see happening. And I feel like that's what hurt her that one year she got that 4th place vote. Like the voter fatigue was literally the conversation, right? Yeah. But I feel like if you had Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson with the similar stat line, I mean, who do you think they're gonna give it to? I think they were gonna just give it to Nafisa Collier. Like I really think that's where. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that, like, that's how, like, voter fatigue happens in media and trying to be fair and splitting awards. Like, what we've been talking about. I really
think politics.
Yeah. It really is politics, though. Like, if they had identical stat lines, obviously it'd probably come down to where their team ranked, like, ended the season. That would probably be the tiebreaker for being for real. But it's messed up. But
they should do this would have been like 2 years ago at this point that we did this. Mm-hmm. When you took away the names of the different players and we voted on they should do that one. Then you don't know who you're voting for. You're going purely off the stats and not status.
Yes. Yeah. We should do that again.
That was fun.
I gotta bring that back.
Because I had Vandersloot as one of my top 3, so that should be enough. Enough right there.
Funny. Okay, great. Yeah, we gotta do that one again. Okay, and let's round it off with our champion, Megan. I'm actually surprised of your champion.
I'm shocked.
I looked and I had a triple take about 5 times.
Are you okay, Megan?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look.
Megan has never picked them to win. Megan.
In fact, she goes against them
every time. So Megan, take it away. Who is your champion?
I still question it.
We're also wow, I'm surprised.
They don't have a bench, but they
never do, Megan.
That's what I'm saying. It's like what we're 5 years in now or something. I don't know. And the Aces keep getting there without a bench
because they have Asia Wilson.
So
literally,
this year, I'm just gonna ride the train.
Dude, the first year, I can't remember the first year who stepped up. Maybe Kelsey Plum stepped up. And then the next year, Chelsea. And then last year, Jackie. It's just a revolving door of, who's going to be the one to help Asia get them there.
Yeah.
So
And
Megan, why the Aces? I'm still like surprised.
all right, because of all the changes, like so I did some calculating in my head.
Okay. Let's listen to
And
this.
disclaimer, I'm not that good at math, so you can see how that goes. So
No.
I look at the Aces, and their starting five is like the exact dominant starting five. I mean, you switch out Plum, a dog, for another great player, Juloy. Like,
Yeah.
they don't just call her what, the Mamba for no
Gold
reason, right?
Mamba.
Gold Mamba for no reason, right? So, yeah. So I compared to other teams. I'm like, Phoenix, they're not going to be able to. 3 solid players. It's just not enough. I looked at Seattle. No. The Link, I think, are the next best thing because they really brought back their core from last year that did really well, went on that big run. So I would say they're up there. New York, concerned, injuries concerned. They're hurting already. Breanna hasn't even touched the floor yet, so there's concern there. And then you got the new team, Fever, where you just don't know, but I think they're going to take a year. Like, yes, they're going to be very dominant and be up there and winning, but I just don't see them winning it off this first year of putting this squad together. I just don't think they're going to get out the first year going against a team that has played down the stretch, knows how to handle the pressure and all of that. I just don't think they're ready. And then the only other team is Dallas, and Dallas, in my opinion, is just missing that dominant big still. So yeah,
Dallas is not even close.
I did my eliminations, and I'm just like, it has to be the Aces this year.
That's crazy. I'm like shocked that you came to that. And like,
my math is mathing, huh?
Sure, no, because I don't have the Aces, and we're the Aces. Brooke, did you have the Aces winning?
Let me tell you, I have one team and one team only, and it's the Valkyries. No, just kidding. No, I honestly think the Lynx are gonna like take it.
Yeah. So
I don't think the Aces are there.
See, the 2 Aces fans are the ones that didn't pick the Aces.
I don't have the feeling this year for them.
Yeah. I also picked the Minnesota Lynx. I also picked the Lynx because you know what? They got robbed in that final. I don't care.
I agree. They got robbed. New York and they're mad.
Yes. We're not done. You don't get to interject yet.
Yeah, Minnesota. Megan, remember earlier when you said, by the end of the episode, I always ruin it. Here you go.
Here you go. Messing it up. There's no timeout. We barely said 2 words. You got to calculate.
But I think we should pause. I think you should go change your shirt and then you can finish whatever you're about to say.
Yeah, you did wear a bad shirt.
Well, I don't have a Nafisa Collier shirt, so whoops. Anyways, yeah, so the Minnesota Lynx, I feel like, again, chip on their shoulder. That's literally on my awards. Everyone that had a chip on their shoulder is on my list. They got robbed in the final. Shoulda, coulda, woulda won. Nafisa Collier has been talking about that all off season, okay?
All of them.
Yeah.
Even Heidelman or whatever her name is. Even her.
But, yeah.
Cheryl's trying to be like, we forgot about it, whatever.
Cheryl looks good too.
But the players are like, no, we did not forget about it. And they're returning a lot of their players. I know Dork is going to be out, which is a bummer. She's really good for them.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
But returning most of their starting lineup. Obviously, New York is doing the same, returning most of their lineup. Benaya's going to be out for the season, though. So that is the concern over there. And then Phoebich is going to go to Eurobasket, yada, yada, whatever. So Minnesota, all here, all ready to compete. Chip on their shoulder. You can't. When, like, you're doubted, it just brings another mentality. And I feel like the Aces love them. Obviously, I want them to win. Obviously, I'll be cheering for them to win. But if I had to select someone in the preseason, I really think if Minnesota can carry that, like, chip and the doubt that everyone had for them, I think they can win. And scene. Okay, Meg, now you can interject. Notice I
already did.
Oh, it was just the shirt?
Just about your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well,
talking all that, wearing an Aces shirt.
Bro, you have to be, it's just a pick. I literally said I'm going to cheer for the Aces. What if Minnesota and the Aces play? You think I'm going to cheer for Minnesota? No. That's crazy.
Well, I'm a Valkyrie fan, and if we even make playoffs,
you're not making
that'll be a great first year.
If you win 2 games, you should like throw a party.
We already won one.
You don't think we're going to win more than 2 games?
I don't think you'll win more. How many games are there? 43?
Yeah, you don't think we can win 2?
I think you'll win less than 10.
This isn't YMCA.
Less than 10? You're a season ticket holder.
10.
The 10 she's gonna go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 I'm watching. I don't know. I'm like, you think you're gonna win? Like, you're gonna be like 500? Like, you're gonna be even? There's no way.
No, we're gonna win 5 at least.
So why was my 10 outlandish?
I think we'll finish above the dream.
No way. No way. The Valkyrie will be last.
We're gonna finish.
The Valkyrie are coming in last.
No, I don't think we'll be last, but we'll be bottom 5.
Oh, for sure, bottom 5. But you're not gonna. No, you're gonna.
We're gonna be 3 up from last. That's my prediction.
Like
so you're gonna be above
like
Connecticut and who? Washington?
Yep.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I would take Washington.
I take back the Atlanta Dream. That's it right there.
There's no way. I gotta see that first game. And then I'll have an opinion about the Valkyrie. I need to see how much heart they have against
home,
LA.
dude, atmosphere was wild.
That's our bench keeping us in the game.
Because why aren't you starting Julie Van Loo? Like Valkyrie.
Yeah,
she ends the game.
100. Yeah,
I don't know.
This
because she has her ending the game. So
Natalie, it's her first year head coaching. Give her a break.
No.
She's learning.
Don't worry, I'm going to talk to her on Friday.
She has a meeting scheduled.
She's going to learn who I am real quick.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, that rounds off our preseason awards. Getting off a little topic there. We'll have a mid-season award in the middle of the season, probably around All-Star break. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know who your guys' preseason award predictions are. Obviously, they're your opinions, and we appreciate your opinions. We'll have our preseason power rankings and bold predictions coming up in the next couple of days. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you guys' support. And like this video. We'll be back. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.